Traditionally, you send out what's called a call sheet, which tells everybody where to show up, what time to show up, who's going to be there, what you're filming, and even what the weather is in the closest hospital. You know, they give you all that kind of information. I took and created something my own. I call it DPR. It's a daily production report. And what this does, this is something I stole from when I worked on Property Brothers show. They had what they called a daily production report, which kind of carries through all three through all three phases of production, in that it'll tell us where we're going. So this project was for Golden One. It was for their business development. So it says, what the story's being told, just briefly to tell the crew. This is all for the crew pretty much to show up. What kind of gear they should bring, the audio, the technical specs that they're going to be shooting in. We got to communicate all that because, well, back to the gear, you don't ever want to forget any piece of gear back at the office. You don't want to be left with, where's that little cord that connects this thing to this thing, you know? So organization of gear is always important. And then make sure all your cameras are shooting in the same specs. And then this kind of just shows us where we got to be at what time. You could see on this one, we shot at Golden One, and then we had a second location, I think, for that one. And then who's on the crew, and then a general overview of the plan. I attached the storyboards. I'll go to that in just a second. This was just show the exterior of what when they're coming up, what they're going to be seeing, just to let them know. And if we didn't like the exterior of this building, if we didn't like the exterior of this Golden One, which is where we were filming, I gave them another location to where to go film this one for an exterior. And then I put material sent. This is kind of for the post-production. So in the material sent office, we're going to talk about any sort of SD cards, audio cards, drone footage, anything that here. You write how many cards you put, any information, if a card got corrupted or anything, you put it there so that the editor knows how much footage there should be. And then the notes, that's to tell them, this is again communication, like what problems we ran into. Because sometimes an editor's looking at something and he's like, why did they do that? Why did they make this decision? Why didn't they get this? So again, communicating everything that potentially went wrong and why the decisions we made on set. And then down here, I put a little thing for notes. Like if the DP, the director of photography, thought of a cool shot or added something or filmed it a certain way or a certain style or anything like that he wants to communicate to the editor, he can put that there. And just to show you, sometimes the notes and everything can be rather extensive. So that's an example of one. And then this an example. Oh, can we see? Yeah. This is an example of some of the notes. Another page of notes. So it can get pretty extensive. Thankfully, there were a lot of notes taken. So
that must be Logan.
Yeah, I think it was Andrew actually.